For decades, interacting with the physical world, whether checking a patient's vitals or monitoring a factory machine, meant taking a single isolated snapshot in time. A nurse writing down a blood pressure reading on a chart, or a technician logging a temperature gauge. Once they walked away, you were blind until the next manual check. On day one of a modern remote patient monitoring deployment, that blind spot disappears. When the system is switched on, we move from isolated manual checks to a stream of continuous telemetry. This is the perception layer of the Internet of Things. Tiny, embedded sensors are attached to the patient, passively measuring physiological data, like heart rate, blood oxygen, and temperature, second by second, entirely without human intervention. Look at this line graph. It starts with a single daily heart rate reading, but after just 5 days of constant telemetry, that single data point explodes into a massive time series accumulation. We are now looking at hundreds of thousands of individual physiological metrics generated by one person. Sitting on a localized sensor, all of this raw data is useless. Unless these devices have a secure, reliable way to transmit and interpret this massive stream of information, the sensors are effectively deaf and mute. By day 6, the challenge shifts from gathering data to moving it. The system has to transmit those millions of data points to a central network, but doing so requires power, and these small sensor nodes run on tiny batteries that need to last for years. This map illustrates LoRaWAN for long-range transmission. A central gateway node communicates with thousands of tiny sensors across a 15-kilometer radius. To achieve years of battery life, devices wake up, send tiny data packets at scheduled intervals, and immediately return to a low-power sleep state. Fast forward to day 10, looking at the consumer side, like a smart home, where a different problem emerges: vendor lock-in. You might have a smart thermostat from one brand and a heart rate monitor from another, and they physically cannot communicate with each other on the same local network. To fix this hardware fragmentation, the industry developed the Matter protocol. Matter is a unifying IP-based standard that acts as a universal translator, allowing disparate devices from competing manufacturers to speak a common language on a local network. Whether covering a 15-kilometer radius or bridging devices inside a single living room, efficient and standardized connectivity transforms isolated sensors into a cohesive network. The physical world becomes digitally readable. On day 15, the network faces the consequences of its own scale. Millions of sensors continuously streaming data to central cloud servers creates severe transmission bottlenecks. This causes dangerous latency and incurs massive cloud computing costs. This schematic shows traditional routing. Data travels from a local sensor to a distant cloud and back, creating delay. Edge computing solves this by moving processing directly to the local device. Cutting out the round trip eliminates latency, enabling sub-second response times for critical systems. On day 20, we see the real-world impact. The remote monitoring system detects a sudden anomaly in the patient's glucose levels. Because the processing happens locally on the edge, a connected insulin pump calculates and adjusts the patient's dosage autonomously in milliseconds. By removing human latency and cloud dependency, the hardware transitions from a passive monitoring tool to an active, autonomous system capable of taking immediate action. By day 25, the fully operational autonomous network is put to the ultimate stress test. It is subjected to a targeted cyber attack. Every connected thermostat, medical sensor, and industrial pump acts as a potential entry point. With weak encryption and default passwords, hackers can exploit a single compromised device to infect adjacent nodes, hijacking them into a unified botnet swarm. Beyond external hacks, the system poses an internal ethical dilemma. These devices operate silently in the background, continuously surveying and collecting intimate personal data, from sleep patterns to exact physical locations, frequently without explicit, informed consent from the user. The exact capabilities that make this technology so effective, relentless telemetry and automated millisecond action, also make it uniquely dangerous if the network is compromised. To mitigate these vulnerabilities, engineers and policymakers are turning to frameworks like privacy by design and regulations like GDPR. These standards mandate that end-to-end encryption and user consent management must be baked directly into the hardware level, rather than added as an afterthought. We must secure these protocols quickly. By the year 2030, this ecosystem will scale to encompass roughly 40 billion interconnected devices globally. We have successfully built the hardware for a global digital nervous system, but its ultimate value depends entirely on securing that infrastructure to protect, rather than exploit, the people living inside it.